Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooners offense will be first on the attack. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
To throw, it's Barrett. The throw. Makes the grab, it's Gilmore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time for the Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rolling, throwing, working right. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to throw a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Buying some time. On the run deep down the right side. Back across his body, and it's intercepted.
All that green space and he overthrew it. He overthrew it and it ended up being underthrown.
Sends the offense back out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. Using his legs, it's Wilcox.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Sooner! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. To the air, it's Barrett. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Zimmerman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Quarterback got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, we'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Zimmerman. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on that football.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they headed down there to take care of the football. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right, you don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sooners in the hurry up. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about Oklahoma.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. He makes it grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nice move there. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Looking deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Pissing me off now, bro. You're pissing me off.
You get your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tosses it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
How about this defense in this game so far?
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons.
Who threw that?
Defense has been so dominant all season. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to single running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I said no huddle. Let's keep running clock.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you start inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completions. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some key 1st downs, get that first down right now.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. He fires to the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. On the move to his left. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down. What a play there to pick up a 1st down. The Sooners are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. It's complete on the right side. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Russell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put what? Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, David. The time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Davey. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The offense changing the play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep shucking.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and have punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a gap. It's Wilcox. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
To the air, it's Nelson. Steps away. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Bro,
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
that animation was stupid.
That's a huge throw for...
Is there a better name for East Carolina quarterback than Kaiten Hauser? He's getting warmed up. As we get ready for Tulsa, East Carolina coming up 30 minutes from now. But in honor of Thursday Night Football and Steelers Bengals, our top 6 at 6 is the best moments from this rivalry. Number 6, 1991. What is the video most valuable? Week 11, overtime, Riverfront Stadium. Steelers quarterback Neil O'Donnell finds Eric Green over the middle for the game-winning 26-yard touchdown. Breaks the 6-game win streak for the Bengals over the Steelers. Number 5, 7 years later, it's O'Donnell as the quarterback for Cincinnati. Whoa! Final minute. O'Donnell goes to the line.
But they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in route. You got to find something to have success.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Defense might bring the house here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
That's on the field. This game's so set for me.
But we do have a flag on the field.
I was strafing.
Let's see what the official says.
Oh. Yeah, because I sure was letting him run.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the toss. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Man, come on, my nigga.
They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give as they work on that clock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you're going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football.
Got some room there to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To the air on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass is incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Rushes on him.
Yes.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Here's the first down marker and still running. Right down the gut of the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some drive here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of the season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the ground. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the single back. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.
Should have burned that out, man. He's moving slow as hell.
Dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game.